Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Austin Betha. I'm so glad to have you guys here. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, kindly click on the subscribe button before you leave. Also give this video a very big thumbs up right now or at the end if you enjoyed watching it, and please don't forget to watch my adverts. Also do not forget to turn on the post notification bell just so you get notified every single time this tired girl posts a new video. Guys, I'm really exhausted, but I mean, let's just do this, okay? I know the last time we talked about the Real Housewives of Lagos, I mentioned that there's a chance that I might not review the show anymore if they continued with the same amount of toxicity. This word, one day I will still get out, but for now, let's just be dealing with the one I've been able to pronounce, okay? Anyways guys, the Real Housewives of Lagos episode 9 was actually very interesting, and if not for anything, I love the fact that all that drama on the internet, all that name calling on the internet, none of that was actually transferred on the show. I mean, at the end of the day, they had already shot all these episodes, and as expected, whatever extra drama they are bringing to us, that's for their pocket. And once they put it in their pocket and it mistakenly leak into our hands, we will still come on here to talk about it, because you guys have to remind me, what better, it's not even your business whether they're toxic or not. Your business is just come on here and give us the juicy gist and just go your way. And I'm like, makes sense. At the end of the day, waiting concern me, not be to talk about the matter. So for now, let's keep talking, okay? Now, of course, after they give us a very quick recap of, the previous episodes and all of that, this particular episode 9 started off with, Chioma, Toyin, and Miriam meeting up for a sip and paint. This same sip and paint when Betha say he wants to do, which she never still do. But yeah, they plan to meet up, and surprisingly, guys, Chioma got there in time. Matter of fact, Chioma was the first person to get there, and it was just really nice to see. I mean, even Chioma herself was excited. I'm like, how do you feel now that you are early? How do you really feel? But at the end of the day, all three ladies gathered, and they started painting. And before we knew what was happening, it shifted from the sip and painting to a bit of Amebo here and there. And it was actually Chioma that championed this one, okay? It was Chioma that started with, oh, how did you feel about the old fight? After she asked that question, Toyin was like, I came here for sip and paint. I did not come here for Amebo. But anyways, they shall indulge her because they started talking, and Toyin was just really saying how, for her, she did not like the way Laura spoke to her. For her, she mentioned that you cannot insult her and expect her to defend you in public. So for her, if you claim that I'm your friend, then you need to respect me both inside and out. And they had that conversation. At some point again, they started talking about how Laura, likes drama, how she's this, how she's that. They now moved away from that and started talking about Chioma, how Chioma likes attention. Matter of fact, Toyin referred to Chioma as being plastic, because she just sat down there. Her friend Caroline was fighting and she couldn't even do anything about it. For her, she felt like, Chioma is just constantly looking out for herself and herself alone. And for Chioma, it's like, no, it's not my fight, okay? Caroline's beef with Laura is their fight, okay? I don't really need to be a part of it. I don't really need to chook my mouth in what does not concern me. And guys, let me just tell you, I don't know how the conversation switched from, them talking about the incident that happened in the last episode to them physically just yabbing one another, okay? Because Toyin was like, oh, Chioma, you are plastic, you are this, you are that, you like attention, you always make it seem like everything is a competition. When you come into a place, you want to do this, you want to do that for people to notice you. How can you come into a place, just few minutes after you're already touching up your face with powder? Are you that ugly without powder? I'm like, Toyin, wait till happen. Not only how they do powder now. If you feel like your face is oily, you touch it up. That's why it's called makeup. You need to keep making it so that it can remain up. Otherwise, everything will fall. My sisters and my brothers, it will just fall. So for it to remain up, you need to keep touching up, okay? Anyway, they shall talk that one, and Chioma is like, Toyin, there's no competition. I mean, what's there to compete with? I say, see shade. There's nothing to compete with, okay? If my light is shining bright, even if you put me under the rock, I will still shine bright, okay? It's not my fault that, I'm always the center of attraction. I'm always going to be the center of attraction. I mean, the camera guys, the paparazzi guys, they love me being at the center of it, and they know why. My star is always going to shine. So if you cannot deal with it, then you might as well wear some sunshade. I say, you guys, take it easy. We just came here for a paint and sip. I've been see palpates. You know, what's all this drama? You guys relax, okay? Even at some point, yeah, Toyin referred to Chioma as a child. In her words, you know, Chioma is just a child who is still growing, blah 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 blah. You can't be Toyin, you know, you can't be this. I'm Tiannah. I say, voila. You know, Miriam was trying to put her mouth here and there, but you know, Miriam was not really sharp for this particular one. Now Toyin and Chioma, they give themselves back and forth. But I'm glad that with all this back and forth, they were still able to complete the sipping and the painting that they came there to do. You know, they were still going at each other when their instructor was like, oh ladies, you guys did well. I'm like, thank you bros, thank you for cutting them short, because even me, I don't tire. Okay, so now the next thing that actually opened to us was Iyabo's daughter's 21st birthday party. Guys, let me tell you, that was a very big birthday party. Okay, Prissy turned 21, and you know, Iyabo gave her the Hollywood themed party. It was really glamorous, it looks really nice, the venue, everything just looked exquisite. Okay, and guys, Caroline was the first person to get there. She came early. Okay, she came early, and you know, Iyabo was just there giving us commentaries like, Shebi, you see that Caroline came first. Where is Laura that was complaining that people are coming late? She was supposed to come here early. I bet maybe she did one side. Iyabo's commentary throughout this episode just kept on cracking me up, and every time she talked about Laura, it's like, you know what, if you don't want to stay for the birthday party, just carry your bad energy and be going. I don't want any drama. It's my daughter's birthday, I'm here to enjoy, we're here to party. I said, madam, take it easy now, take it easy, you know. I mean, at the end of the day, all the ladies actually came, but Laura, when she came, she did not really stay long. Matter of fact, she did not even spend as much time, you know, with the ladies, because she kept on leaving the table, you know, going to say hello to other people. I mean, there was this whole awkwardness between she and Caroline, and it was very difficult for Miriam, because Miriam was literally sitting in the middle of these two ladies. So it's almost like Madam A wants to talk to Miriam when Madam B wants to talk to Miriam, and it's like, okay, can Miriam just not pay attention to anybody? Because at this point, yeah, if she's not paying them attention, then she's going to be the enemy of progress. You know, it was just really hard for Miriam, but you know, at the end of the day, there was no drama. They respected themselves, you know. And guys, let me tell you, Prissy was really excited when Chioma stepped in. Chioma stepped in again very fashionably late, and at this point, I really don't know what to say. I mean, she came early the other time, so let's just cut her some slack this time, right? You know, she looked very, I don't know the word, you know, she just had this golden attire from head to toe, and at some point I'm like, okay girl, don't blind us, okay, don't blind us here. And Prissy was really excited to see Chioma. You know, I don't know what it is, but Prissy is really drawn to Chioma's personality, and Chioma likes Prissy as much as Prissy likes her. So yeah, we get the vibe between them. And let me just point out, it was only Chioma that brought birthday gifts. It was only Chioma that brought birthday gift that we saw, that they showed us. They did not show, other people did not carry anything. It was only Chioma. So yeah, I'm going to give that to Chioma. Okay guys, they had fun. I mean, at the end of the day, Laura didn't stay long. She said her husband was waiting for her, she's going home to her family, blah blah blah. Her husband was downstairs. She actually lied, her husband was not downstairs. You know, she told us in her confession house, she said she just wanted to go home, and you know, yeah, but then she left, and as soon as she left, the party still continued. It was all vibes, okay, all vibes. And this is me saying happy 21st to you, Prissy. That's if you ever watch this, okay? Now the next thing was actually Toyin with her son Tiannah and her husband Segun. You know, they all went to the studio to meet with her stepdad Sashino Peters. Yes, you know, she wanted her stepdad to do a track or a record with her husband Segun. You know, for her, it was a favor that she had asked her dad, and yeah, he was willing to do it for them. You know, they recorded, they had fun in the studio, and it just meant a lot to Toyin, you know, seeing that she had always wanted her dad to do something with her husband, or the fact that her husband also has always wanted to do something with her stepdad. So yeah, it was a win-win for the both of them, and yeah, they had that moment. Okay, now this episode proceeded to show us what Caroline's work day looked like. I mean, she's into the interior decorating business and all of that, and on this particular day, she was trying to pick out tiles for a client and all of that. And of course, she had invited Chioma over to spend the day with her, seeing that she had spent some time with Chioma at her place of work and all of that. And this was the first time Chioma was returning the gesture. You know, now when Chioma came in, she was like, Chioma, what are you wearing? You're wearing a leather jacket. Okay, we came to pick tiles, you're wearing leather jacket. It was really funny. I mean, I kind of like the friendship that both of them share. You know, they don't just talk, you know, party or gossip. They also talk business. And for me, if there's no business in our conversation as friends, something is definitely missing. It just means that, you know, I'm either not up to that level for you, or you're not up to that level for me. And, you know, for me, that friendship is just, is shaky. Okay, so yes, it was really nice to see both ladies just talking business. You know, they actually plan to do business together, and it has to be related to land, building, you know, designing and all of that. You know, Chioma was really looking forward to working with Caroline, same as Caroline. You know, Caroline is like, look, I'm just here to make more profit. Okay, so anything that's gonna bring us profit, I'm all in. And of course, they did not end that scene without a bit of Amebo. Yes, it was expected. You know, when two friends gather, they must surely talk, and it's not a new thing. Okay, it's not like they like gossip. Now normal thing. Okay, if I see my friend now, we must find one thing to talk about. Okay, now these two ladies obviously talked about the fight that ensued between Caroline and Laura in the last episode. And Caroline is like, look, at the end of the day, you need to show a mad person sometimes that, you know, where their madness stop, now there your own continue. I'm like, okay, oh no wahala, you should go and tell Laura that she's the mad person so that she will come for you people again. But yeah, they had that conversation, and then Chioma is like, who do you think she's going to come for next? And you know, Caroline was like, it's obviously you. She will come for you next. You know, then Chioma now mentioned to her that, you know, she felt a certain way, her just throwing her under the bus. You know, I told you something. I did not expect that, you know, when you're now having a confrontation, you now say, oh, Chioma said that. For her, that doesn't work. If you're friends with me and you tell me stuff, even if we become enemies tomorrow, your secrets are still safe with me, and that's just the kind of person I am. And then, you know, Caroline apologized. You know, they just laughed about all of that and they moved away from that. So for me, it was a very healthy conversation between friends. Okay, it wasn't anything out of place, to be very honest. Now at this point, yeah, the next thing that was open to us was Tiannah's fortified. Oh my god, see, at this point I need to just agree with the rest of the ladies that Tiannah is the best host so far. Guys, that party was mad. It was actually an African themed party. You know, it was more like a cultural event where they all had to wear their native attire. The ladies looked beautiful. Okay, the venue was beautiful. You know, they had local food, amala, gbegiri, ewedu, you know, amala and gbegiri mixed together, abula with shaki turkey. Hey, I want chop amala like this. So but yeah, it was really nice, you know, just seeing the ladies eat local. You know, Chioma asked for ewedu and gbegiri, and you know, I'm like, madam, gbegiri is not gbegiri and ewedu. I say, anyway, she enjoyed her stay there. All the ladies actually did. As much as Laura and Caroline still had that awkwardness between them, they respected themselves. You know, they did not even sit on the same table. You know, Caroline sat on a table with Chioma. You know, Laura sat on a table with Miriam and all of that. And you know, Toyin tried as much as possible to make sure that she carried everybody along. It was really interesting. Derele was there. Nice performed. It was really interesting, guys. I really enjoyed it. It felt like I was there, except for the fact that I did not eat out of the food and I wasn't dressed in my native attire, but I had fun watching that. And you know, towards the end of the party, they played a bit of games. You know, Toyin would ask questions, they would answer, they would laugh and all of that. And then Toyin announced to them that she was going to be hosting them to a proper fortified experience in Dubai. So she told them to just pack their bags and get ready. And best believe that the next thing that was shown to us were the ladies in Dubai. Okay, they arrived Dubai. Although Iyabo was already in Dubai, she was there for about a week, you know, before these ladies came. So she just came to meet them at their holding space, you know, where they had to chill before moving to the main villa, where they are now going to chill, relax and be taken care of. Okay, now of course they arrived Dubai in grand style. Toyin was in a ride with Miriam, Chioma was in a ride with Caroline, while Laura was all by herself in the car. And you know, from that moment, yeah, I could already tell that Laura was feeling left out. And yeah, it was no surprise to me when she voiced that out, even though she told us she was feeling sick and all of that, because literally these other ladies were just avoiding her. Basically, you know, they did not want trouble, they did not want to holla, because it just be like, say, if they do smart enough, Laura will change them for everybody. You know, it was just really awkward for Laura, and I felt bad for her. I'm not going to lie, I felt bad for her. You know how you go to a place with your friends and there's this one friend that you're not talking with, but then the rest of the ladies are talking to that person, and you know, nobody's actually paying you attention. The campaign, a campaign, I'm not gonna lie. And guys, we actually got to realize that Caroline lost a bracelet. Now, it's not just any type of bracelet. According to Caroline, the bracelet was actually a diamond bracelet that was worth $43,000. You know, for her, it's not even about the bracelet, it's the sentimental attachment, the emotional attachment to it. You know, for her, that was the first major gift her boyfriend had given to her, and then just losing it like that, you know, was really painful. Her mood was down all through. You know, she wasn't happy at all. And you know, for Laura, it's like, I don't believe Caroline. And guys, it's expected. You know, she already told us that Caroline was a liar. You know, Caroline was lying, blah blah blah. So for her, she doesn't believe, and there's nothing we can do about it. Okay, if we want to believe, that's up to us, but Laura does not believe, and that's up to her as well. You know, you can carry your doubting Thomas self and just stay one side, leave the believing squad to believe what they want to believe. Okay, you know, at some point, yeah, Iyabo was not like, okay, tell us, this bracelet, who bought it? Was it your ex-boyfriend or your current boyfriend? I'm like, yeah, but what's your business? Boyfriend is boyfriend, doesn't really matter, does it? Me will not kill me for comment, but I mean, waiting concern Iyabo, and everybody was like, get. Even Caroline was like, what kind of question is this? You know, it was just really hilarious, guys. It was so funny. But yeah, they had all of that. They still tried to cheer up and all, and you know, they showed us what was going to happen in the next episode, and it was Laura just having a conversation with the rest of the ladies, you know, really telling them how she felt, you know, how she felt detached, how she felt like they were deliberately avoiding her, and for her, you know, she wants to play, she wants to have fun with them, but it's almost like they're not even giving her the chance. You know, they also showed us another part where Laura was having a conversation with Toyin, because according to Laura, she's in Dubai because of Toyin, but then Toyin isn't also paying attention to her. She feels like Toyin's been giving her some type of attitude, and it's making her very uncomfortable. You know, I don't know, guys. I want to see how they're able to just manage all of this, because for me, they need to fix it. Okay, if you guys are going to do this, then you have to learn to do it together. If you don't want her there, tell her don't come. Okay, you cannot tell her to come and then be giving her attitude. And madam, if you know that when you get there, you are going to be sitting in one space, only you, not talking to anybody, sit in your house, because you need to come and be involved. You need, as in, enter the place, have fun. Okay, have fun. Anyways, guys, before I end this video, I also need to mention that there was a bit of bass. You know, Miriam wasn't particularly excited about the room they gave to her. I think she felt like it was a child's room, and you know, for her, why would they give her that type of room, blah blah blah. She was just shouting and shouting. But we're going to see more of that in the next episode, so yeah, we have to wait for episode 10. I don't know if that's going to be the last episode for season 1, but then we just have to wait to find out. Okay, anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I'm sorry I'm not able to put clips as always, but you guys, Betha is tired. Okay, this is my 3rd video today, and I really need to rest. Okay, I need to just take a break, because I mean, we go again at night. Okay, I don't want to break down before we even get started. All right, and I'm truly hoping that you guys understand that. All right, thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.